We got 5 ways to biohack your waistline right here.
Number 1, the way that this works is what you want to do is you want to get out of bed without having eaten anything at all. And you want to do about 20 to 45 minutes of exercise in what is called your fat burning zone. You get an exercise bike, you go on a run, whatever, you figure out the heart rate at which you really start burning, like stuff starts to kind of suck, right? So, like for me, that's about 170 beats per minute. Like lactic acid starts to build up, my muscles start to burn. If I know what that heart rate is, I subtract 20 beats, and that's your fat burning heart rate. All right, so for me, it's like 150-ish. It doesn't have to be exact, it's an easy pace. It's like walking your dog, going for an easy swim, doing some yoga, moving, that type of thing.
Got it.
Okay, so that's number 1. In a fasted state, you gotta do that. Second thing that you wanna do is prior to doing that fasted morning fat burning workout where you wake up in a fasted state and you exercise in your fat burning zone, you put something into your system that will enhance the mobilization of fatty acids from adipose tissue. Simple, regular old green tea or matcha green tea or coffee or caffeine. No Red Bull, because Red Bull has a sugar in it. But basically anything that will spike up the caffeine levels a little bit. You don't need much, about 100 milligrams or so of caffeine max is all it takes. Tip number 3 is that after you've done those things, here's the tough part, 2 to 5 minutes of cold. It could be a cold bath, it could be a cold shower, it could be jumping in a cold river or a cold lake. 2 minutes minimum, 5 minutes maximum, and this will mobilize a whole bunch of adipose tissue and turn it into metabolically active, what is called brown adipose tissue, or BAT. Next we have tip number 4. Okay. Tip number 4 is to control your blood sugar. 3 quick tips that I have for you to keep your blood sugar low during the day. Every single day, your goal is to consume 2 teaspoons of Ceylon Cinnamon, Ceylon. It's a form of cinnamon that lowers blood sugar. Tip number 2 is to do at least 1 shot of apple cider vinegar per day. Ideally before your most carbohydrate-rich meal of the day, but you could also just start that off in the morning as a tonic. Tip number 3 is one of 2 things. They both start with a B. You can pick your poison. One is Bittermelon Extract. The other one is Berberine. I love those. They have a lot of longevity properties, but they're great for blood sugar as well. This is something that you can do anytime, any place with nothing required but your own body.
Breathing?
And that's breathwork.
Yeah, breathwork.
Okay, so one of my favorites for just settling down the body whenever you feel stressed. This looks silly, but it actually works. And you only need to do it for about 60 seconds. It's called alternate nostril breathing. You cover your left nostril and you breathe in through your right nostril. You let that float at the top of your right nostril for a second, and then you switch hands and you cover your right nostril and you breathe out your left nostril. And you let that float at the bottom of the left nostril for a second. And you switch hands and you breathe in, out the left nostril. I like to go with one nostril 5 times. And the other nostril 5 times.
Passed out.
But seriously, you can feel your cortisol just drop right away when you do that. So, those are my 5 tips to biohack your fat loss, all right?
Today, I'm gonna give you a drink recipe that will help shrink your stomach and improve your health in just 14 days. Let's get this belly-busting party started. Here are the ingredients. 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1 cup of grapefruit juice, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. All right, so if you're using a whole grapefruit, what you wanna do is peel it, drop the pieces in a blender, add the apple cider vinegar, add the honey, blend it all together. Drink this every morning for 14 days, and in 14 days, take a 7-day break. And then you're gonna repeat it again for another 14 days, and you're gonna watch your body fat melt off. The reason this helps, grapefruit actually boosts your metabolism up. Watch it, ladies, if you're on birth control. All right, so if you learn anything at all in this video, or you think that this could help you in your life or somebody you love, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. Anyway, Drew Canoli, remember, we're in this together, and I'll see you next week. Today in particular, I'm gonna talk about juicing and how it pertains to weight loss. So how does juicing effectively help you lose the last 10 pounds and break through those plateaus? Let's get on with today's show. If you've done the Alpha Reset or haven't, Alpha Reset allows you to juice. It's a cleanse, fasting, one of the greatest miracles on earth. Paul Bragg said it back in the day. I'm a firm believer in it. I do it once a week for 24 hours, 1 day a week. It's awesome. So the Beta Breakthrough, we're gonna start off with a little bit of a juice fast. Now what that does is it allows you to strip xenoestrogens. And if you don't know what xenoestrogens are, imagine a big, scary looking blue monster, right? Little virus that attaches on your fat cells, causes you to store more fat, almost like a bacon sweater on a hot August night, right? So what juicing does is it has chemical compounds, bioavailable compounds, that go in the molecular structure of your cells. When we put all this stuff that your need cells to thrive, you know what it does? It says, all right, body fat, time for you to beat it, okay? There's some other stuff that we're gonna use in this juice recipe today, like cayenne pepper, which actually has capsaicin, did I say that right? Capsaicin in it, which boosts your thermogenic process up almost 300%. So it turns your body into a fat-burning furnace. What did Hippocrates say? He said, let thy food be thy medicine and thy medicine be thy food in 400 BC. Absolutely correct today. All right, so this is the Beta Breakthrough Juice. We got a half a head of cabbage or a quarter, depending on how much you like. 1 lemon, 1 knuckle of ginger, 2 to 3 stalks of celery, and probably a little bit less than a handful of kale. We're gonna put it in the juicer. That's the breakthrough juice. Drew Cannoli, remember, we're in this together. I'm looking forward to your transformation, and I'll see you next week.